Hello, and welcome back. In this video, we'll continue our mission to geosynchronous equatorial orbit, starting from the low Earth equatorial orbit we achieved in the last video. The most efficient way to transfer from one orbit to another is to use a Hohmann transfer orbit. First, we'll do a rocket burn to enter an elliptical orbit, assuming that our current position is perigee of this new transfer orbit. When we arrive at apogee of this transfer orbit, we'll do another burn to enter a circular orbit. If the apogee for this transfer orbit is 42,164 kilometers from the center of Earth, then our satellite will have an orbital period equal to 1 sidereal day, appearing stationary above Earth. If the timing for our first burn from low Earth orbit is correct, we can place the satellite over any longitudinal coordinate we want. There is a large ring of these satellites currently in orbit around Earth, serving communications, telecommunications, and weather observation purposes. On my right, you can see what we accomplished in the last video. Note the arrow showing the direction and magnitude of the delta V, or rocket burn, used to transfer from 29 degrees inclination to 0 degrees inclination. Now, go to simulation time equal to 3 hours and 15 minutes. This rocket burn time will result in a geosynchronous orbit over Earth at 39 degrees longitude. This satellite could be constantly seen from Europe, the Middle East, and Africa. Next, click on the Add Delta V button. When the Delta V calculator appears, note the elliptical orbit option. To make it easy for you, we've included a button that places 42,164 kilometers in the apogee text box for you. Click on that button now, and then click on the Set Required Apogee for Elliptical Orbit button. The software gives you a description of this rocket burn, but you can change that if you want. Finally, click on the Use and Recalculate button to close this dialog and return to the main window. You should now see your elliptical orbit. Change the size of the spacecraft to 40, so you can more easily see it. Now, click on the Go to Apogee button until the spacecraft is at apogee of this elliptical orbit. The distance from the spacecraft to the center of Earth should now be about 42,000 kilometers. Next, click on the Add Delta V button again. From this apogee position, we want to enter a circular orbit. Therefore, in the Delta V calculator dialog, click on the Circularize Orbit button and then the Use and Recalculate button. The spacecraft is now in geosynchronous orbit, but only a portion of that orbit can be seen. Now, add one more day to the simulation time span, press the Tab key, and then recalculate the orbit. You should now see a complete circular orbit at geosynchronous altitude. Change the simulation speed to a larger value and run the simulation. Verify that the satellite settles over Europe at about 39 degrees longitude. Over time, it may drift, indicating that we need to do some minor orbital maintenance burns to fine-tune the orbit. Note that each rocket burn, measured as a change in velocity, is recorded for you. You can use this value in the rocket equation, along with satellite mass, to calculate the rocket fuel mass required. Now, click on the Save As button and save your project as LEO to GEO Part 2. Thank you for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a like and consider subscribing to the channel. We will be producing new content in the future, so it is also worth hitting the notification bell. We would love your feedback, so leave a comment in the comments section. Goodbye.